All right, guys. Well, welcome back. The picture there, that don't matter. I'm gonna be talking about or reviewing the Chainsaw Man final chapter. So I'm basically like an hour late, but I was in a job interview, of course. So we'll see how that goes. But I just finished reading it a bit ago, and wanted to give my thoughts on it, obviously. And I don't know, man. Oh well, there'll be spoilers here, obviously. It's not a spoiler-free review, but well, what do I like? The chapter begins with Denji in that shed, right? The shed from the beginning of the series, and he's coughing up blood, that heart disease thing he had probably most likely from the beginning of the series, and you know, since in the last episode, Pochita ate himself, made him disappear. Um, it just basically looks like the timeline got reset or something. And then it basically redoes the like first few chapters or whatever of Chainsaw Man where he they go to that like abandoned factory or warehouse, whatever it was. And the zombie devils are there, and then Denji gets stabbed, right, killed. And he's like, "Oh man, I wish I had one good thing, right?" Like it's something he just wanted something. What he just wanted a good dream, and then the first big surprise that happened was Power came back. So I was like, oh, I didn't expect that, but I was like, oh well, there it is. And of course, Denji was being Denji. He said, at least I got to see a naked woman before he died. So yeah, it's just basically redoing. I thought he was shooting. I was like, man, this guy's about to die already. That's insane. And Power comes in, saves the day, kills zombie devils, blah blah blah. I think that was the zombie devil. Yeah, yeah. And then Power notices him, right, and all that, and they become basically friends again. They sign a contract, and then this part I was like, oh my god, not again, because you saw the chains, right? And I was like, oh my god, it's Makima, isn't it? Then I was like, ah, here we go, and then it wasn't Makima, it was Nayuta. She got resurrected in this whatever new timeline or whatever. I don't know how it's gonna alternate reality, whatever the fuck. So you know, I guess they work at Nayuta's at a school. Apparently, I guess she's busy, of course, so she's playing video games. Looks like the Game Boy, their version of the Game Boy. Meow back. That's great. That's fantastic. Same with all the dogs. And then blah blah blah. They just start talking or whatever. And here's the interesting part that I was like, hmm. So Power asks like, I have this all written down. Power asks Denji what weapon he wants to use. And he said, I already used an axe last time. Let me get a chainsaw. I was like, what? Didn't it's like the Fujimoto basically just confirmed that um Pochita wasn't the chainsaw devil, which we all basically figured. Because why the fuck would the chainsaw be able to erase concepts? So Fujimoto just said, yeah, Pochita's not the chainsaw devil. What is he? I don't know. And it just ended it there. So I guess Pochita wasn't the chainsaw devil because which confirms everyone's theories for a while because they know what a chainsaw is. And then blah blah blah. They kill some devil, right? And then they're out of school, obviously. And then Denji spots Asa, and then Denji saves Asa from tripping, which means he doesn't meet the was it the school president or something? I think, which in turn means she doesn't meet Yoru, which means she doesn't Asa never becomes the War Devil with her. She doesn't share bodies with Yoru. So happy ending for Asa. At least that's pretty good. I don't mind that. I love that actually. And one of the points I want like she said thank you Chainsaw Man. I was like Jesus Christ. And I was like okay we had to put that okay. And then it shows like a little flash of Ochita still being Denji's heart, which is like what? And I think that was it. Yeah, that was basically it. And then it ends with Denji and Power just wanting to go get food, and then Denji saying he's broke. So yeah, overall, I don't know how I feel about it. Like I don't hate it. Right? I don't hate the chapter or the final chapter, but like you know, it was it felt it's just because just ending it like we only had a one chapter notice about it ending was kind of off putting me, and it wasn't bad, but it does me person. I don't think we might. It's still possible that we get a Chainsaw Man Part 3 because the way it was uh Fujimoto wrote it in a way where he could set up part three because it looks like you can do a part three with the way everything was in the chapter. Will it happen? Beats me. I'm gonna say I doubt it. I don't want to get my hopes up, but if it does happen, then I'll be excited. But besides that, I don't think it's gonna happen. The only character that I guess the only one I didn't see resurrect basically slash return is Aki, which now one we didn't see him, so it's like I wonder what he's doing in this new timeline or reality or whatever. So Aki didn't return, unfortunately. I was like, damn. No, when I saw Power, I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to see Aki here. Let's go. Nope, that's a bit unfortunate. So um, overall, it was a decent ending. I wouldn't say it was horrible. No, it wasn't horrible. It wasn't like the best. So if this is the end of Chainsaw Man, then it was an all right ending. Part one still clears part two, but if we get a part three, then this was a solid ending for part two, I guess. But we'll see. With that being said, Chainsaw Man, as of right now, it is over. So that's a bit upsetting. I was really enjoying my Chainsaw Man Tuesdays. And I thought it was gonna be. I was like, I remember a couple months ago, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have Chainsaw Man Tuesdays, Invincible Wednesday, I think here in March, and then Steel Ball Run on Thursdays. Got my bad for putting Fate into Netflix and that, and Steel Ball Run. But yeah, I thought it was an all right ending. So yeah, I just wanted to give a little recap and my thoughts. I guess yeah, the only thing I didn't like was it just felt rushed. That's it. It's one chapter and that's it. Like I don't know. I don't know, man. That felt a little rushed. But besides that, I didn't mind the chapter. So I just want to give my quick thoughts on it. With the picture of Leon in the background because I couldn't find it. I don't know if I could put manga panels on there. I don't know how that works with copyright and all that. nonsense. So I just grabbed this picture that was on my computer. So, or just pulled up. Not this isn't the one I had on my computer. I just pulled this one off of Google. I was like, what do I grab? I'll just grab a picture of Leon. He was the first thing that popped in my mind. So yeah, I thought it was a solid ending. It's decent. So hopefully, I mean, listen, I pray we get a part three. I do. We'll see if we do though. But besides that, decent ending. And those are my thoughts. And so yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, dislike it if you dislike it. Um, I don't. This was the only manga I was reading, so don't don't expect any other manga chapter reviews. It's just I love Chainsaw Man, so I had to make one for this one special occasion. Will I do this again? Probably not, unless we get more Chainsaw Men. Then I'll do more. But besides that, no no other manga reviews because I ain't reading no mangas right now. So maybe I'll do Steel Ball Run reviews. We'll see. Because I love Part 7. So maybe we'll see. But besides that, make sure, yeah, I think I already said it, but whatever. Like, comment, subscribe. Dislike the video if you disliked it. Uh, Fujimoto, you better drop part 3. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.